Oh hi, bisexuals beat Battlestar Galactica. Sorry, I just like quoting Tim from Parks and Rec. While the movie industry is dealing with bi-erasure in the Freddie Mercury film that's being made, over in the teen fiction section of your local bookstore, there's a celebration of bisexuality. And I'm warning you right now, I have some sort of speech impediment because even as a bisexual, I constantly want to pronounce it as bisectional. Bisectionals, the couches that want to go both ways. I'm talking about this book. I forgot the dust jacket at home, but it's called Leah on the Offbeat. This is the semi-sequel to Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, still a terrible title, but it was recently adapted into the movie Love, Simon. It uses one of the supporting characters from that book, Leah, and spins her into being the protagonist of this book. It's the book version of a backdoor pilot. That's a TV joke and not a gay sex joke. This is also a good time to mention that for the rest of this video, expect spoilers for the book. For the most part, I feel much the same way as I did with Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. It's a fine read, nothing aggressively awful, but it also never rises to greatness. But let's go through the plot. Leah, our sarcastic and emotionally distant supporting character that we met in the previous book, is our sarcastic and emotionally distant main character. She's hiding a secret from her friends. She's bisexual. Her mom knows, though, so that makes it easier. However, because this is high school, everything is drama, which I get. I was there once. I was the only person who was a supporting character in their own narrative. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, youthful, stupid face. What is truly complicating matters is how Leah is very much falling in love with Abby Suso. You remember Abby, right? She started dating Nick in the last book. Nick, Leah, and Simon had been friends forever. Abby was what interrupted that trio, and you sort of got the impression that Leah didn't like her. Well, surprise. Not only does she like her, but she loves her. Gross. Cooties. But how could she try and break her and Nick up? Especially when she knows that Abby is straighter than the Saskatchewan highway. Well, some complications occur. First, Nick and Abby break up. Nick goes off the deep end and a huge division happens in the friend group. Secondly, because they're all high school seniors, they are researching colleges and Abby and Leah are thinking of going to the same school. They take a road trip together when they kiss. A magical kiss on a couch, which of course leads to hurt feelings and confusion. Abby still says she thinks she's straight and Leah feels that she shouldn't be using her. Of course, by the end they make up, Nick gets over his weirdness, and Leah and Abby supposedly ride off to only have happiness and rainbows in their future. But first, let's get back to that kiss. Oh, and you can also follow my Amazon affiliate link if you'd like to pick up this book or anything else while you're over there. Thanks. So this is how it reads. This is real. I'm kissing a person, and that person is Abby. It doesn't compute, but her fingers graze my jawline, her thumb on my chin, a million details hit me at once. The way our knees touch, the way my lips move against hers. She tastes like fruit punch and vodka. I can't believe this is happening. My hands find her cheeks and Abby pulls back from the kiss, sinking into the couch cushions. She seems flustered, almost breathless. For a moment, we just stare at each other. Then she laughs and says, "We're pretty good at this for two straight girls." I'm not straight. One of the things I believe this book gets so right is the feeling of uncertainty that I felt in the past. I mean, straight women, okay. Gay men, alright. But sometimes when people are in a heterosexual relationship, we assume that they are straight. It's the natural assumption that I suppose shouldn't be natural. Or if there hasn't been any specific declarations, whether it's in person or after you've stalked their Facebook page or abandoned Tumblr journal, it's easy to just believe that the person isn't all that into you if you share the same gender. So welcome to being bisexual in the modern era. You consider yourself woke AF, but you still default to believing that a heterosexual couple means that both people are totally straight. Leah's struggle is real, and Abby, I do believe, is in the wrong at first. She plays with Leah's emotions instead of being truthful. Yet Leah doesn't really communicate very well either. She shuts down at the first sign of conflict and doesn't exactly have the greatest self-image, which I certainly identify with, but also because I'm older, these truly are teenagers trying to figure things out. So I have to congratulate Becky Albertalli on writing a situation that was totally believable. However, as for the actual story itself, there's not a whole lot to this. In Simon, there was always the threat of the blackmail coming to light, but here, a lot of the conflict is internal. And I'm slightly pretentious, so when the resolution is, you should just talk to each other, I get kinda annoyed with that. That being said, the way that the book captures awkward teenagers, the feelings of going to prom, and the general hopeful exuberance of youth is all done superbly. I just know that this is gonna be a book I probably forget about in a couple of months, which depresses me. Bisexuals are not often used as main characters. I love the fact that there is bi representation. I just want the great story to go with that representation. They should make a Freddie Mercury biopic. Oh dang. But what do you think? That's more important. Have you read the book? What did you think? What am I wrong about? Will you go to prom with me? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again on Monday.